Thank you.
But now, you know what I'm saying, we didn't big up everybody else. Let's talk about this private. What is the name of the private practice that you got the business? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so the name is Inspirational Counseling and Consulting. That is the
Okay.
name of my private practice. Um, it is a new private practice. It is a virtual private practice for now because we're still in this pandemic. So I'm offering telehealth sessions, and how that looks like is video or phone calls, however the client feels comfortable.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel like even though this is a new private practice, it's been up and running, and I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful right now for it.
So let me ask you about your process of um, going through setting that up on the business end. And I kind of feel like you alluded to it as far as you were talking about insurance, but what could you talk about your steps a little bit?
Yeah, okay. So, okay, there's a couple of steps to private practice, but you can do most of them all at the same time. I feel like one of the major steps you want to do is there's something called, it's an acronym. It's called CAQH. And that is basically an application that you as the provider, so you're now going to be called a provider, okay?
Hmm.
You're a social worker, you're a therapist, but you're a provider. So you as the provider are going to fill out something called a CAQH application. And that basically is like, it's kind of like an online resume. It's like your online resume where all the other health insurances can look you up, right? And in order for you to have that CAQH application, you also need an NPI number and a tax ID number. These things you can find on Google. You just Google, how do I get an NPI number? How do I get a tax ID number? They're both free. You submit a little online application and you get the number right away. Once you have those two numbers, you now can fill out the CAQH application. And then you also need malpractice insurance to cover you for your liability. Once you see clients, in the event they sue you, you need malpractice. There's plenty of different areas that you can get malpractice from. I go for the NASW, the National Association of Social Workers. I get my malpractice there. Not a lot of money. Um, okay, you have all that. You do your CAQH application. Once you complete that and they review it, it looks all good, then you can now apply individually for health insurances. This is now for the clinicians who want to take health insurances. I know some people don't, but in my opinion, I say yes. In my suggestion, take it all. Take private pay, take health insurance, and now you can even take Medicaid because they've made it easier. The Medicaid application is easier now because we're in this pandemic. So I'm about to apply for Medicaid. But back to health insurances. So once you finish the CAQH, you now could apply individually for each health insurance, right? You can do that. I forget the word. You can do that like co-occurrently. You can do that
Hmm.
all together. So the big ones are Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare. I'm talking about New Jersey. I'm sorry for those who might not have those health insurances, but the big ones are Aetna, United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, Magellan, AmeriHealth. You apply individually. They all will look at your CAQH. So remember, keep that always updated. Keep your license on there. Keep your malpractice on there. Everything updated, because they will look and verify. Once they do that, they will approve you or deny you. Most likely, they will approve you. It takes about 2 months for each health insurance to approve you to be a provider on their list of providers. Once you are approved, they send you a contract via email most times. You sign the contract, and on the contract, they give you the rate of what they will be paying you once you start seeing clients. Um, and then you take it from there. In the meantime, while you're doing all that, while you're waiting to hear back from all these insurances, you set up your business account. So, we have our personal checking account, personal savings account. You want to have your personal business bank account. I don't care what bank it is. You can, there's plenty of banks out there. Now there's like online banks too who might give you a bigger rate, a better rate. I haven't explored that yet, but just have some type of business bank account where when you get paid, the money goes there. So you keep it separate from your personal for tax purposes. Yeah. It's a lot of little things, Chris, but I want to make this clear because I was one of those who was afraid. I was afraid for like a good year. I had people in my ear, do it. And I was just scared, right? Scared of the unknown. I want to say to everyone out there who was fearful, do not be afraid. Okay. I'm here now to motivate those who need it because I've had a team motivating me and it's helped me a lot. Okay. It is not as daunting as it may seem, especially for those who are already licensed clinical social workers and even those who are LSWs too. We've already been doing the work. It's the same work. It's just now you don't have someone on top of you. Now it's just you. But it's the same progress notes. It's the same sessions that you're doing. It's the same interventions that you're offering the clients. It's the same issues. It may even be less issues if you're used to being an in-home clinician. It's kind of less issues because in-home is more intensive. Private practice is not as intensive. So I just want to make that clear that it's not as scary. It is not as nerve-wracking as it looks like. Once you're in it, you got no choice but to keep doing it. And you'll get there. You'll get there.
True.